Patchwork Heart Ministry and Fiat Ministry Network invite you to discover your mission, a brand new in-depth monthly video series featuring engaging Catholic speakers who will challenge you to live your life abundantly. For only $25 a month, you will receive a personal monthly mission, including 3 full-length inspirational talks that build upon a new theme each month. Sign up for the Discover Your Mission tier at patreon.com/patchworkheartministry today. Patchwork Heart Ministry and Fiat Ministry Network present the Discover Your Mission series.
When I was young, in the 1950s, I attended Catholic grammar school, and I memorized the Baltimore Catechism. In fact, I think I got an A on all of my tests. I faithfully attended Mass each week, not because I wanted to, but because I was afraid if I didn't, I would suffer eternal damnation. I followed all the rules. I followed my Catholic faith faithfully. But it wasn't until I became a wife and a mother, and I began to try and pass my faith on to my children, that I realized that everything I knew about Jesus was memorized doctrine.
I can't even share with you how I was so rooted in my faith. And I was attending Mass, but I was not present. I was a good man, I was a good father, I was instilling the sacraments into my family. I was definitely not intentional. I was stuck rooted in my faith.
But what kind of strength did he have? Jackie did not just have a strength of body or baseball skill. He had a strength inside of his spirit, a courageous meekness that empowered him to play the game.
And I tell him what is going on with me, and he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, no, I think this is like some sort of miracle, dude. And he's like, oh, of course, but I'll believe it when I see it, honey. You've been trying to quit, and you've been saying this and saying that, and I'm his big line to me is, you shouldn't say things, because I never follow through on them. And so this was week after week, month after month. He is looking at me like, this is a miracle. There is no way that you, on your own, could have done this.
In 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 16 through 21, St. Paul compares the sacrifice of the Christians to the sacrifice of Israel and then to the sacrifice of the pagans. Paul calls the chalice the blood of Christ, and the bread as participation in the body of Christ, and then warns his listeners that you cannot partake of the table of the Lord and the table of demons at the same time. So in other words, you need to decide, what are you going to participate in? Are you going to participate in the historic Christian idea of the altar of sacrifice, which is in the Eucharist, or not?
Welcome to the Fiat Ministry Network and Patchwork Heart Ministry with a heart that heart says yes. Bill, welcome, Bill Snyder, and thank you for joining us tonight. Bill, I know we've been going, it's been a while, very busy on both fronts of the ministry with a lot of stuff going on for both of us, but we wanted to just pop on tonight and just, say a couple things about upcoming series that we were working on, and with Patreon, and just I know we did one in October, didn't really cover it. flying by, and actually September, but we're now into October, and so we're catching up on everything. So, Bill, thanks for joining us tonight, and I know Hugh Owen did last month's series, and all about creation. And it's a very powerful and very just a lot of in depth, you know, insight on creation and how to prove that creation is what we have to look at compared to evolution, where all these other ways of teaching. But if you want to just talk about any ideas of what I know it was a lot of in depth, and you actually had him on, Patrick Hart. And just let me hear your insight with him, and because he's a dear friend with the Fiat Ministry Network, and I know he can just just the amount of knowledge that he has
Oh yeah.
is amazing.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. He's got such an incredible wealth of knowledge when it comes to creation. So I do encourage folks to definitely go over to our Patreon account. Again, it's very simple, patreon.com/patchwork heart ministry. It's very simple. And there, yeah, there it is, folks. You just scroll down to where it says discover your mission, and you'll pick it right up and be able to get the entire Discovery Mission series. But Hugh Owen, as Kent was mentioning, is truly unbelievable. And his first of all, his witness story is amazing. I really encourage each and every person to go and listen to the Young Catholics Respond episode of Hugh Owen, talking about his journey of faith, which is just unbelievable. His father was was a main cog at the United Nations, and also with the Planned Parenthood Association, Planned Parenthood International in Great Britain. And it's incredible, his journey with how he has completely redefined, his family history by kind of taking over this work on creation, and really just, I almost want to say, providing the antidote to what Planned Parenthood preaches. And so his story, his witness story, is unbelievable. And I really encourage listeners to go check it out. You can listen to that episode on anywhere podcasts can be found by searching Patchwork Heart Radio, and just scroll to see Hugh Owen. And he's got an amazing perspective on creation. He's dedicated his life to creation. It's the Colby Center for the Study of Creation. And it's very, very easy to find his website, which is very simply colbycenter.org. And so go over there and check out. I mean, it's incredible work that he's doing, and talking about the human person, the dignity of the human person, and really, there's nothing better to talk about than to talk about these things during Respect Life Month. We're very, very excited to be able to bring these programs to you so that you can watch and learn and grow, and really understand what the church teaches on creation, and why we are the pinnacle of God's creation. Like, we are, I find myself saying this a lot during Respect Life Month, that we are the pinnacle. We are the highest part of creation. God created us in his image and likeness, and everything else was created for us. He created everything else for us, but we're the only being that was created for him. And so it's such a neat perspective. Now, I mean, I'm giving you what Hugh will give you in, like a matter of 3 minutes here. So I really encourage people to listen to Hugh and to, go and hear what he has to say, because I think it's going to be transforming and groundbreaking for people in the, even who have, a good understanding of, theology, a good understanding of theology of the body, all those things. He I mean, these things are what, almost an hour long. Some of them are a little bit longer than an hour, which we don't normally do. But we just were like, he can't get it all into a half hour, video. So, um, but it's inspirational, and it's not just okay, we're going to lay out these doctrines and teach you boring. No, this is inspirational stuff, and it's got his story and everything weaved through it. So it's a wonderful wonderful program.
Yeah, I mean the story that he has. I mean he breaks down the whole thing. There's just a one. I mean, it always catches my eye every time I hear because with Hugh, he's been on the Fiat Ministry Network a couple times in the past with other shows. But this is just, you remember this kind of in kind of your tech, not in that, but that evolution kind of in your textbooks, growing up and seeing that kind of image. I mean, and he will completely change that. It's just it will change the way you think of creation, and understanding how creation is what we have to look at. And one thing with the Kobe Center and everything that he's been doing, he'll come to any parish, any location. He will, go beyond your imagination of any, just the knowledge that he has. The load of information that you can get from him is just amazing. So just check that out. I know we're going to be, we're catching up on a lot of things, and it's just been so busy for both of us, Bill. Is there anything that you want to share that's going on? Because I know there's a couple things with Fiat, but go ahead and just if there's anything with Patrick Hart Ministry.
I'm excited about a lot of the things that you and I are doing together. We're always constantly producing, these Discover Your Mission series, but we're also producing a lot of these programs that are available on both podcast and Fiat Ministry Network through Patchwork Heart Radio. So that's super exciting. The other things I just want to mention is, be on the lookout in the next couple of months for us to be putting out a conference with smart Catholics, and of course Fiat Ministry will be involved with that as well, because how can they not be? But we're looking at doing something with also Parousia Media, which is no stranger to Fiat Ministry Network either, and smart Catholics and all of us, right, to get together and do something for Advent. So check that out, and just stay tuned to our podcast, and we'll don't worry, we'll get the information out to you all. That will definitely happen. But we're super excited about that. Some of the other things that just to keep you in tune of, I want to mention that I actually did the interview today, but it won't air till next week. We're going to have Barry Smith on, who's the president and founder of the International Catholic Media Association. And Barry is working on an amazing project. He is a pro-life warrior. Let's just put it that way. Barry is an amazing pro-life warrior, and he is developing this project that details and archives the national pro-life movement. And it's called the National Pro-Life Archive, and he's working on this digital project, and it's hopefully going to become a physical museum. But he's on Young Catholics Respond next week, October 29th. So take a listen to that episode in particular. Again, it's Respect Life Month, so that's kind of why we're talking about creation and these things. I mean, we want to make sure that we are in tune with what our church is doing. So we're always trying to pick topics and things that revolve around the church year, some of the larger secular events that happen. But yeah, we're always trying to keep the finger on the pulse a little bit of what our church is doing, and know that we're here. I mean, this is something that we're here to do, and just keep listening to Sowing Hope, keep listening to the Fiat Ministry Show, keep watching and listening to our programs. That's how you can support us best. is what I would say, right, Ken? I mean, just
Yeah.
listening, watching our programs is the best way you can support us,
Yes.
and interacting with us. We're pretty easy going guys.
Yeah.
We could, we swing for the fences a lot. Just we reach out to people and say, hey, will you come on our show? Will you do this? And most times people say yes. We're pretty easy going. And if you got suggestions or comments or questions, please email us. I mean, my thing is right there. The patchworkheart.org is the website, and same thing with you, Kent, too, right? Like, Kent at fiatministrynetwork.tv. There it is. It's right on the bottom of the screen. Email us, reach out to us.
Well, and one thing, for both of us, I just want to, with on the Fiat ministry side, just want to thank everybody for supporting this exciting, a blessed Carlo Acutis. It's just we're really excited about that. Thank you for subscribing on our YouTube channel and all the support there. We're trying to build a couple other ideas of doing a couple more series. We'll keep you in the loop on that coming up, because it is very exciting to have. It was a show that we did. It's amazing. Bill, you never know what content that we're creating that will touch someone, down the road of, in the sense of, that was actually a show with Missy DeConti that she'll come in and out of Fiat when she wants to, and that's fair, and I totally get that. But she had an interview. The mother of Carlo Acutis, blessed. I'm sorry, and so she was in Rome, and Missy was in Virginia, and I was in Ohio, and we did it. It all worked, and it was amazing. And so thank you for that. But there's so much stuff that we're trying to produce, and if anyone needs anything like this kind of production, let us know. We like to help. That's another thing that we are trying to do too, is help others figure out how to all do this and make it look as professional as we can. And that's one thing that we try to achieve on everything that we do now. But I just want to thank, just on a side note, no props. It's all, I mean, blessed Carlo. Thank you. He was, 15. He was in the technology, the Eucharist, miracles. I mean, it's just amazing, all of that, and just what we're doing right now. So thank you to blessed Carlo Acutis for just allowing us all to be together with that. So thank you for that. But
sounds like a good patron saint, Ken. Sounds like a good patron saint for Fiat Ministry Network and Patchwork Heart Ministry, doesn't it?
I totally, Bill, totally agree with that. Totally agree.
I don't know how we petitioned the Vatican to make that happen, but
I don't know how that. But we should try. Hey,
but we should try.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But I think, and so there's a lot of exciting. I know that what we're trying to do, and we're just keeping to build that library, that solid Catholic library of great content and professionally produced content that we can share with everyone, and that's where Patrick Hart Ministry and Fiat Ministry are trying to do the best that we can with Patreon. And so just thank you for the support again. So I just want to, any final thoughts? And
yeah, just subscribe to our mailing list too. I know that's one of the big things that we always like to do. And for our followers out there, I want to let you know that we are going to step away from doing the podcast by podcast emails. So because we have like 3 and 4 now, shows a day, sometimes people were getting hit with like 3 and 4 emails a day, and they were like, this is a little bit much, and I'm going to unsubscribe. So we've gotten away from that. We're going to try and do a little something different with the structure of our email list. But I know, Kent, it's in the same boat. it's an easy way to stay plugged into us and remember our ministries. So I also have right now a free. I don't want to call it even a giveaway because it's not a giveaway, but just a free resource for you. So when you go sign up for a mailing list, it pops up on patchworkheart.org. When you visit there for the first time, you go over there, it'll pop right up, and it'll say, sign, download the Fearless Scriptural Rosary. You put your email in, and you'll get an email in return from us, a welcome email that enables you to download the Fearless Scriptural Rosary. And this rosary really was kind of an inspiration between a conversation that Kent and I had off the air during a couple months ago, and it was. Yeah, there it is, folks. And so anyway, when Kent and I were talking about it, it's like, oh, I think the rosary, like we should do something with the rosary. And then I took it to prayer, and I ended up taking the different passages, not all of them, but some of them that are saying, "Be not afraid and fear not." Right. So there are like 365 passages in the Bible that say, "Be not afraid and fear not." Well, I took 50 of them and I paired them with the rosary. And it's a very unique rosary that enables people to just pray fearlessly during these times, man. I'll tell you, I know that we're dealing with a lot of uncertainty. We've got a lot of world events that are going on, that are just unsettling, right? We're living in unsettling times between a pandemic, the social unrest that we're seeing. And so I just thought, the rosary is one of the greatest weapons that we have in our faith. And to be able to pair that with reminders from Scripture that just say, "Be not afraid, fear not, everything's going to be okay." These are not revelations that I have come up with. These are revelations that Scripture has. And so by just pairing them with the rosary, it becomes a powerful prayer to not only get involved with the Scripture, but also get involved with the reminder that God is on your side. He is on the winning side, and no matter how dark things seem in right now in your life or in society, He wins, and we can be confident in Him. So that's the reason why I put that together. And again, it's a free resource. You sign up for our mailing list, you get it. You are of course free to unsubscribe from our mailing list once you have it too. But we would love it if you would remain subscribed so that you can continue to get our updates and all these different things that we're doing. But yeah, I think the same thing for you too, Kent. Right? I mean, sign up for the mailing list.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing. Yeah, that's a powerful way of staying in touch with, and just stay in tune with everything that's going on. It's just a way. I mean, we're not gonna it's not kind of a spamming. It's just a kind of a weekly or whatever kind of situation that we can do for you to get you updated with everything that's going on in the ministries and everything that we're doing together. So and I just want to thank Bill. I know there's just a lot of excitement that we're doing, and it's just building. Thank you for coming on, and I mean, one thing that I just want to finally say, and for everybody, please look at and share this, even though it's just I know we're promoting a lot of things, but that helps us. I mean, even if you can't support us financially, if you could share this and just let other people see these videos that were just I know there's different levels of Patreon, so you can look at the different levels, but even a share would just help us just to get the opening the numbers of people that can actually at least find us, because it is hard in some ways of getting opening up this kind of technology to a larger audience, because that's what we're trying to do, touch as many souls as we can with the truth and with everything that the Catholic faith shares, because it's so vital right now. I know there's a lot of things that are going on coming up in 2 weeks that I'm not going to get involved with right now, but it's very important in the sense of after that, November 4th and onwards, to share. We need to share the faith with everybody that we can, and this is just a great opportunity to do that. So.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm very excited about all the things we have going on in a very simple share, a very 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 simple share keeps us on the air in some ways. So look, in media there and in a lot of these different platforms, it's easy for us to be monetized. I'm monetized on Podbean, and I know Kent is also monetized on YouTube. It costs absolutely nothing for you to share and view these, and the more people that view them, it's literally like a half a cent or even less per view, but that does add up. It adds up, and so that's the reason why we like to tell you that it's not. And this is not just to go feed our pockets and line our pockets. This is to help keep the subscription services to vmix and all of these subscription services that we have, audio editing software. I mean, one of the things that I think we talk about in society and media, when the two merge together, is it has to look good, it has to look professional, because if it's just some random dude with their cell phone, well, my next door neighbor can do that. In order to capture people's attention and capture people's eye, you get about 8 seconds of time, and it has to be looking stunning in those first 8 seconds. And if it's not, they're going to turn you off. So so it's an evangelization opportunity too, right? Like making those things look pretty and attractive to other people. What ends up happening is the eye gets caught, and they fall in love with Jesus through the messaging, through the Carlos Acutis videos. I mean, we were talking the other day, and that's an over an hour and a half long program, but people are listening to that and watching that for about 10 minutes at a pop. And you figure that's really good in today's society. Like, we're talking about being in between 6 minutes in between commercials and people changing channels. But in order to do that, we have to have the professionalism that Kent brings to this entire operation on Fiat Ministry Network. He is the wizard, and I truly say that. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean that like the Wizard of Oz, like where the guy's up there, behind the screens going, "Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain," right? That's seriously the way I mean it. And you're so good technically with all this video, that we're able to provide high quality video and high quality product out there for people. So please check it out. And we love to interact with people. I mean, we talk on the phone all day long with people who are out there who just want to connect and grow and learn and spread the faith. So please reach out to us. Let us know. And Kent, I couldn't be more excited and more happy to be in this with you. It's truly a heart that says yes, and it keeps saying yes over and over again.
Yeah, I totally agree, Bill. Well, I just want to thank everybody for watching, and again, share this as many times as you can to as many different pages and groups and people that support us in that way is a big help for us. And thank you again for watching. And until next time, we're at Fiat, we're saying, encouraging all to say yes to Jesus Christ. And Bill?
And we're sowing hope into broken hearts. So keep beating to your Catholic heart, folks.
See ya.
Patchwork Heart Ministry and Fiat Ministry Network invite you to discover your mission. A brand new in-depth monthly video series featuring engaging Catholic speakers who will challenge you to live your life abundantly. For only $25 a month, you will receive a personal monthly mission, including 3 full-length inspirational talks that build upon a new theme each month. Sign up for the Discover Your Mission tier at patreon.com/Patchwork Heart Ministry today.